now tuned into a cheeky dose of football. You're here with myself, Big J.
Cheeky Sport Keem.
Man like troops.
Alright man, and as usual we're going to be talking about this week's action, next week's action, get me, and all the madness in between, alright? First thing we're going to start off with is...
Gentlemen, welcome back to Ham Roll.
Listen, you got welcome
back, Akeem!
You got welcome back the man that seems to constantly be right.
What do you mean? We'll get into it actually. I know you're right.
Yeah, look at him, he knows. He's nodding.
Shut up, man.
Don't miss that.
This
Lucky man let you back on the show.
Yeah.
This weekend, we had two of Troops' enemies fighting it out, basically. Manchester United versus Tottenham Hotspur.
The better team in North London.
AKA.
Yeah.
Manchester United were able to clinch it, hence to the man himself, Henrik Mkhitaryan, who's now come back in full effect. Back in Prem. Moving properly.
Some people saying as good as Ozil. Not me, but some people saying that.
I don't know if anybody's saying.
Some people have said that. I'm just saying, some people have said that.
Nonetheless,
not me, but people said it.
Nonetheless, he was looking good. He had scored a brilliant goal as well. Again, Man United only won 1-0. They got lucky because they could have equalised. Tottenham could have got a late equaliser and then it would have been another draw. But we managed to stay on there. And Manchester United managed to grab the 3 points.
Big win.
I wanted to get Troops' take on the game. I know you don't care, so I don't give you this whole, I don't care about either of them, blah, 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 blah. Just actually give man something about the game that you thought was good. Like, what do you think was pattern?
Two top sides, battling.
Two dead teams, battling it out for 7th place, /6th.
Yeah.
It was actually a decent game.
By the way, Tottenham Hotspur are 5th, Manchester United are 6th.
And we're 2nd, so shut your mouth.
There's got nothing
but
to do with the
anyway,
result.
I think it was an alright game. I think you played well. I think Pogba actually turned up. You know what I mean? I'm a realist, but I'm not a ham roll like this ham roll over there.
Yeah, here we go.
I talk sense, blood. I talk real. You get me? I don't talk shit.
You also talk a lot.
Nah, but yeah, man. Obviously, yeah, man. Happy Tottenham lost, whatnot. You get me? And yeah, man. I think Man United did alright.
Alright, cool. What did you think of the game this weekend?
I think it was two big sides. I think Tottenham's a very, very good side. Man United simply was better. They shut the back door, front door, every door. To be honest, that Tottenham was trying to throw. They weren't really doing much, to be perfectly honest. Do I think Tottenham's still a top side? That they're going to be in the top 4 there or thereabouts? Probably. Do I think Man United's going to be there or thereabouts? Probably as well.
All right, cool. I want to ask the people: do you guys think Spurs or United will finish top 4 this season? Are we be?
My answer
is that a stupid question? Alright, let us know. Make sure you leave a comment. Alright, cool. Moving on, we had Leicester City versus Manchester City this weekend. I told you, Troops, when I spoke to Troops earlier in the week,
whoa. What's all this told you stuff? Wait, calm down.
Can I just say
calm down. I just got to make this really clear about this guy saying told you. No, this guy said, Pep Guardiola, one of the greatest managers of all time, he's indestructible tactics that can't lose the league, the Champions League, all of this rah. You got smacked up by Leicester.
Let's see, are they English champions?
No, they're the English champions. They're a team off form.
Don't say Leicester.
They got smacked up though.
They got smacked up?
No, they got smacked up with their own tactics that didn't work once again by a guy who's too ignorant to realise he's got a ham roll. He has got a ham roll of a keeper. He's got... I wouldn't say John Stones is a ham roll. I know he doesn't like John Stones.
John Stones is a ham roll. He's a ham roll. He's definitely a ham roll.
What I don't understand...
Big up Rob Holding, yeah? Big up Rob Holding.
What I don't understand... We'll come on to Tuesday in a second why he doesn't like Stones. But personally, what I don't understand is... Bravo, every time he passed the ball out and he does a funny one, he looks confused and he's like... what's happened here? I'm like... You have the power in your own feet, you knob. Like, kick the ball out. I don't understand why this guy doesn't understand. He hasn't got the composure in the league. Yeah.
So are you blaming Pep or are you blaming Pep?
I blame Pep, but I realise that Bravo must be equally stupid if he can't realise that he's not good enough to have the composure to hack it in a strong, competitive league like the Premier League. By doing playmaker tactics like passing the ball out. That's the fact.
Cool.
Now, Pep Guardiola, the fun thing I've got to say about him is part of intelligence, because I was hearing people atting me and saying this on Twitter, that why doesn't people say, okay, well, Pep Guardiola, it's defensive tactics that his players haven't adopted. That's his fault. his fault then why he hasn't
but
adopted.
obviously he's just still trying to adapt the
That's
team.
his fault.
Listen,
He didn't realise that he came up with
listen,
that.
what I'm trying to say is I feel like he underestimated the league. This is Prem. This is the craziest league. This isn't. I always tell everybody, Prem is a crazy league, and all it is he's just adapting. Do you know what I mean? He's just adapting. Like he's just getting used.
What,
to
by not understanding what tackles are?
I don't understand why he got rid of Joe Hart. That's proven.
And not understanding what tackles are.
Do you know what I mean? And not understanding.
Can I make one final point before moving on?
That comment he made about the tackles.
Can I make one final point?
That was stupid. Yeah.
I'll make one final point about Pep Guardiola, just so it really sinks in for everyone at home who's listening, watching. This crazy boy here. I don't want to call him a ham roll. I don't want to use his name.
Go on.
This season, after this amount of games, compare it to last season after this amount of games. In all competitions, they are worse than Pellegrini. Let that sink in. Worse. Pellegrini is a better manager pound for pound at this stage of the season in comparison to last season.
Okay, can I just say?
Let that sink in, guys.
I don't
Pep Guardiola is a
See,
fraud.
stats like that, I don't care about.
Have you not?
David Moyes has got more points than Louis
You're
Van Gaal has
a
more points
muppet
than
then.
Jose Mourinho did. I
Alright.
don't care about them
You're-
stats.
you're crossing-
Because at the end of the day,
You're crossing it down.
Roll.
because at the end of the day,
Listen.
Shut up.
Listen. You ain't in your cruddy pub. You ain't in your cruddy pub in Arsenal. You are in Grand Daily. Stop talking facts. Listen, you ain't in your cruddy pub. Hey, listen. Let me finish.
Contradicted hand roll.
Wait, hold on. Let me finish. He's not talking sense. Listen. Remember where you are. You're not in your crud. Your low point scoring season of fourth every year. Listen, we're talking
When's the last time we finished fourth?
Let's talk numbers.
When's the last time we finished fourth?
Let's talk numbers.
When? Shut up.
I answer.
Shut up.
Wait, no, let me answer. Hey, let me finish.
Where are you in the league?
Let's talk numbers.
Where are you in the league?
Let's talk numbers.
You're looking up, innit? You're looking up, innit? Keep looking up. Keep looking up.
Numbers wise, Arsenal haven't won nothing for 12 years. So they haven't won the league for 12 years.
You man, calm down. Alright, calm down.
Keep looking up like a cat.
Alright, listen.
You don't sell it already.
That's enough.
Shine them up.
Alright, listen. We're gonna end that one from there. You guys, I don't even know what we were talking about. Do you feel like Pep Guardiola is a fraud?
Yes.
Fact of the matter is, let us know what you think. Do you think Pep Guardiola is a fraud? Do you think he's a great manager?
He is.
Iron Troops thing. I think he's a great
I
manager.
didn't say he's not a good manager.
But you're saying, is he a fraud? Basically,
I said
is
he's
he
not as good as
he's
people
not
say he is.
Okay, that's fine. Let us know. Leave a comment below if you feel what you think of Pep, your thoughts. Do you agree with the keeper? Arsenal. Again, another 3 points for Arsenal this season. Unbeaten in 14. They're looking great. What can I say? They're looking good. Alright, cool. Obviously, he's doing a work.
Big 1-7, yeah? My brother, yeah? My brother.
Yeah? Awobi, your celebration, you need to let the gun last a bit longer. It's too quick.
The round.
It's like you can't have the team. It's like you can't have the team. You got to hold that.
Mind yourself, you know.
Yeah, bro. Stand there.
No, not that, by the way you're talking about Awobi.
Awobi's not saying nothing, bro. Come on.
No. Let me just be real. Let me be real.
Are you mad?
He's not been on stage.
Ox is blood. Ox has been.
He's not. Awobi is not been on stage.
Are you mad?
Awobi's on the come up. He's on the come up. He's doing well. But he ain't done what Ox has done.
What Ox done?
What's
he done?
Even this season alone.
What?
Even this season alone. The goals he scored and the way he's been playing. Did you see him against Stoke on the weekend?
How many goals he scored?
Did you see him?
How many goals has he scored?
2.
Ooh, the goals he scored this year. He scored 2 goals. Oh my god.
Alright, so how many has Awobi got?
How old's Awobi?
That's what I'm trying to say. So you're about to agree with me.
Awobi's better than Ox.
Alright.
No, at the age. At the moment, Awobi's a good prospect. He's not better than Ox.
Awobi's better than Ox.
He's not better than Ox now.
Awobi is better than
He's not better than Ox.
When we were smacking up
Awobi's better than a lot of man. He's not better than Ox
Awobi
now.
was in the team, not Ox. Yeah? When we pepper Chelsea, it was Awobi, not Ox. Yeah?
Alright, let me just sum it up, yeah? When I was growing up, there was a few average, or let's say bad cars. One of them was a scummy Punts, also known as the Fiat Punto, and the other one is a Volvo, yeah? That's it. You're comparing a Volvo to a Punts. That's the fact.
Let me just shut down.
Crap with crap, yeah? Let's move on. There's not even worth the argument. Move on.
6 goals. Ox has 6 goals.
Scummy
No,
Boys.
that's in
Scummy
all
Boys.
comps.
Volvo.
That's in all comps, yeah, that's all comps. I'm talking about in the league. Now, in the league, he's got 3.
Let's start talking about Audis.
You're talking about.
Let's start talking about Audis and
The
Mercedes.
guys that
Let's
run his
move on.
mouth talking about Volvo and
Yeah, I don't even know what you're talking
blood,
about
are you
still.
mad?
It's simple.
Blood, your team needs
Again,
jump. Your team
these
needs.
guys don't understand.
This
These
guy
guys
loves
can't
to,
keep up.
he loves to talk over
Aye.
me because he knows he can't. He loves to talk over me.
What's he talking
He's
about?
talking shit, fam, as usual, blood.
Why am I talking
He's talking shit.
Oh, what's he talking
Your team needs jump leads to start, blood. Shut up, blood.
Okay,
Your
yeah,
team
yeah.
needs jump leads,
But
blood.
we don't.
You might have broken down on the M1.
But we don't.
You broke on the hard shoulder.
But we don't.
Hazard lights on everything.
Let's
Let's
drive
calm
it
down.
slow.
Let's calm
Let's
down.
drive it slow.
Analogies, guys. Hey, car analogies, guys.
You know the hazard lights on.
Guys, I know you're
Get
not at
battery,
home.
everything, lock off.
Guys, I know
Get
you-
team.
I know you
Let's
lot-
get back to Arsenal, yeah? 3-1 victory, second in the league.
Well done.
Through
Let's
to
go
the,
back to that.
Through top of the group in the Champions
good.
League.
That's good.
Yeah, we got Bayern Munich.
Well
but
done.
you know what? We're gonna do it this year. While we go to play in Allianz Arena, a great arena, a place where football
Where you're gonna get
dream of
smacked
playing.
up.
These hand rolls are going to St. Etienne on a pitch that I've seen better pitches in Power League, blood. Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you mad, blood?
That's fine,
Yeah?
you're right.
They're going to play.
Hundred
They're going to play the real Pogba. Yeah? The real Pogba will
But that's
play
clearly
this
not
game.
true.
Pitch St. Etienne. Yeah? The real Pogba.
That's clearly.
Yeah?
And you're saying, and this guy said he took
With
sense.
his dabs.
How does that sentence make sense?
The guy has one good game every 10 games. Next topic.
Yeah, I know. I'm shaking my head as well, man.
Hey, yo,
I am.
you know what the dagger thing? Because I'm not going to give you the dagger.
What like the way that Jira gave you the dagger. What?
You got a point. You got a point,
Shut
bro.
up, blood.
That's
Did you
the
win?
point.
No, shut up. Then.
Did you win?
Were you?
Did you win?
Was you happy when you came out of Old Trafford? No, you weren't there,
No,
were
I
you?
wasn't.
Oh, you weren't there, were you? You weren't there, were you? You weren't there, were you? All right.
Heard this one a million times.
And you hear it again. Yeah? Where am I going tomorrow?
First time.
Okay. Goodison
Cool.
Park, mate. Yeah?
Cool, yeah.
Lovely jubbly.
Cool. Champions League, Europa League draw. Yeah, let's talk.
Yeah, come, let's get into this one.
Let's talk
Yeah?
about it.
All right, let's talk.
Let's talk about it.
Are we starting?
Our next topic is the Champions League and Europa League draw.
I personally think that these two can't talk about the Champions League draw.
Yeah, I can.
Let's just bring it over here,
Right.
innit?
No, let's talk.
When we have the Europa League draw, we will involve these two ham rolls. But until then, I think it's truth.
I think that's fair.
So because obviously only rated teams can play in the Champions League. You get me? That's why the rated is on my side of the blood card table.
You know why? That's the
Let's get
only
into
trophy
this,
he's
yeah?
getting this
Let's get
season.
into this
The only
now, yeah?
trophy.
Let's get into
That's
this
why I
now,
let him
yeah?
have it. That's why I let
Obviously,
him hold it.
Arsenal have been drawn against Bayern Munich, but the good thing is that when you win your group, the first game is away from home, so you can bring them back home. We've had a few problems because we played the big teams at home first, and then we go away. But this year has changed. Obviously, Man City entertained. Who Man City got? Man City got Monaco. That should be an easy game. But obviously, they knocked us out. They knocked out Tottenham. It won't be an easy game. PSG probably the draw of the Champions League, which is PSG against Barcelona. The champions of England, Leicester, they have Sevilla, which will be a difficult game as well.
Right, well, they got them.
And I
Big
think
up Slimani!
I don't know about the rest of the draw, but yeah, man, it's looking like a good draw. Hopefully, all three English teams can get through to the quarterfinals. And yeah, man, let's see what happens this year. Now, obviously, it's Europa League time, so I ain't got it.
Yeah, no. I want to just say one point about the
I'm
Champions
gonna
League.
leave.
I want to say one quick point about the Champions League. I feel we can talk because last time I checked, we won
I
the
might as well
Champions
leave.
League. We won the Champions League 7 or 8 years
we
ago.
get to play.
Just
And-
like
and
Forest,
last time-
you live in the
Wait, hold
past.
on.
You
Yeah.
live in the past.
But you can talk about past.
You live in the past. Just like Forest, you live in the past.
Yeah,
Man United fans used to always cut Liverpool
Alright,
fans.
here we go.
Man United fans
Wait.
always cut Liverpool fans.
Wait,
Oh,
wait,
you talk about history.
wait,
But now you're shit.
Wait.
What do you do?
Wait, here we
What
go.
do you do?
Wait,
Ham roll.
here we go.
Ham roll.
Here we go. But hold on.
Contradicting ham roll.
Hold on. In the meantime,
Go back to Dubai.
In the meantime,
Go back to Dubai.
I'm not going back to Dubai. I'm
Ham roll,
here.
blood.
I'm here.
Ham roll, blood.
Hey.
Ham
Meanwhile,
roll.
Arsenal seem to make chance for everything about failure. Like, who cares if you're in the Champions League? You're gonna go out once again in the second round. When's the last time? Quick question. Last time you got to the quarterfinals of the Champions League? Don't worry, I'll wait. Silence. I think we've just summed up the point of being in the league and winning. Because when Man United in the Champions League, we're about it. We're usually about it. That's why. Last time we're about it is when we won it.
time Man United were about it.
We won it.
These man are competing with
When the
West
last time you were about it?
Chris Blood Clot, bro.
When the last time you were about it?
Done.
When you had the one chance in the final. And what happened?
What happened?
What happened in the final?
What's his name?
What happened in the
What's his
final?
name?
What happened in the final? What happened in the final? He can't answer. What happened in the final?
I can't talk to a Man United fan about Champions League.
What happened?
You're not in it. You're not in it.
Hey.
So I can't chat to you.
Oh, Henri
I can't talk to you about who have you got in the draw. Who have you got in the draw?
You
Who
missed
you
the
got in the
chance.
draw? No,
Doesn't matter.
Champions League draw. Who do you have?
Doesn't matter.
Shut up, then.
Doesn't matter.
Talk about what
Because
you're
you
in.
don't win nothing.
Talk about
You
what
don't
you're
win
in.
nothing.
Yeah? You ain't in this blood clot thing. Yeah? Me and you can't sit on the blood clot thing.
Hey.
Cut the table in half. Cut the table in half. I go over there, the blood clot card.
Keep that, yeah? That's the only thing you're winning this year.
Rated team. Yeah?
Keep saying rated team.
You should.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
gonna
rated.
hand roll.
You are rated. You're rated for being in the draw. You're rated for being in the draw. Hey, Bayern Munich are sitting there eating Bavarian German sausages in the market, laughing. This team is whack. They were living the place.
We're buying in the Bundesliga. We're buying in the Bundesliga. They're not
cares?
10 points clear like normally.
Who cares?
When they can rest players, you're in trouble.
And they're still slapping.
Yeah?
They'll still
Alright,
slap you up.
Let us know
Come
what you
on.
think about the Arsenal and Bayern Munich game. Because I think Bayern are
And about the Man United Saint Etienne game that nobody really gives a shit about, but we have to get it in there.
I'm telling you now, yeah?
We do.
I'm telling you
You know,
now.
I don't give a shit.
Manchester United.
I'll be at Nando's Thursday night, blood.
Watching it.
You get
They're
me?
watching on his
Give me
smartphone.
some prosecco.
He's watching on his smartphone.
These better stress, blood.
I don't think you can buy Prosecco. You can't buy Prosecco in Nando's,
You
mate.
can't buy.
His wife's gonna ask
You can't buy it in Nando's, mate. You can't buy it in Nando's, mate.
That's not gonna happen.
That's how you know he's living in dreamland. If he thinks he can buy Prosecco from Nando's, ham roll, get out of here, you dumbass. Move on.
Alright, cool, man. Alright, that's it. Our last topic for today is going to be Liverpool versus West Ham. It was 2-2. Liverpool, who were obviously looking good this season, I've started to look. They lost last week.
I told
drew
you.
this week. You know,
I told you Christmas, they'll slow down. That pressing,
it's
gonna
too
hurt
much.
them.
I said
Too
the same
much.
thing.
Yeah, same what
Said
happened
the
with
same
Tottenham.
thing.
Same what happened with
They
Tottenham.
concede.
It's pressing.
Since the
You
beginning
still
of
get
the
knocked
season.
off, blood. Yeah, but the one thing I want to big up Klopp for is that obviously he's getting a lot of stick with Karius and whatnot. A lot of pundits are coming out. This ham roll, Phil Neville, who was a backup dancer. He's not Gary Neville, let's be real. He was a backup dancer. You don't have no right. You don't have no right to come out.
And get a shit tissue.
Hold on.
And give him a tissue.
Hold on. Don't
Backup dancer.
Never cuss.
You're only big because of your brother. Yeah?
Never cuss.
Sit down in the
He was
blood
captain
clot.
for Everton for like 4 or 5 years.
I couldn't give a shit about Everton, mate. Yeah? About Gladys saying, get out of there, blood.
No. Now you're talking
But
rubbish.
anyway, back to the
While
back
man
to
was
the
having
point I'm about
Toure.
to make.
Oh, yeah, Toure at the back.
Obviously, a man that I respect, Gary
Yeah.
Neville.
Oh, okay.
He's come out and he's come out.
Expecting Gary Neville.
I don't respect Phil Neville. He's a backup dancer.
Oh,
Gary Neville is
sorry.
a G.
I thought you went to Gary.
No, Phil Neville is a backup dancer.
Oh,
yeah?
oh,
You wouldn't
yeah,
be
no,
nothing
Phil.
if your name was
Oh,
a Neville.
yeah.
So let's be real.
Oh,
yeah?
sorry, my bad.
Yeah, he's get down right your back.
Oh,
Get down right your back. Nah, Gary Neville was easy. But anyway, he's dissing up Karius and whatnot. And then I agree with his point that Klopp has said. Klopp has said, not word for word, but Klopp said that you couldn't judge a player when you was manager of Valencia. So why do we have you on the TV talking about players?
That's Gary Neville.
Yeah.
But if you can't
That was
judge,
again like Gary Neville,
but
though,
the point is correct though, blood, because
Anfield.
you cannot judge a man, yeah, at Valencia, blood, yeah. You got battered, mate, yeah. You had a worse record than Moyes in Spain, yeah.
That's true.
And that tells you something, blood, yeah.
That's true.
So Klopp has a point.
Yeah, he does.
He was a great, because you know what? You could be a great footballer, but be a shit analysis.
So can I say something?
Because I tell you something, yeah, Alan Shearer is full of shit, mate.
Now, can I
yeah?
say-
How dare you say Alexis Sanchez is not world class?
Yeah,
Just
okay.
because you were never world class, yeah? Don't hate on what's world class now.
Whoa.
Yeah? Alan Shearer was not world
Wait, let me
class.
say something.
Yeah?
No.
Alan Shearer. Alan Shearer is from the era. Alan Shearer is from the era of a man called Ronaldo. Yeah.
This is your people's
Ronaldo.
champion.
Yeah. Ronaldo is world class. Yeah. Alan Shearer is a top player.
Let me say something.
A top player.
Can I say
but
something?
world class.
Can I say something? Can I ask you a question?
Now
Two
you
things.
point. Now.
Wait, can I say two things?
Not world class.
Two things, yeah?
Not world class.
All I want to say
Not world class.
is it depends on what you're summing up as a world-class player, because the reality is, once again going to facts,
I'm not
and once
judging
again bringing
anyone.
wait, hold on, once again going, and I'm not criticising anyone, but once again bringing back Rooney into this equation, the reality is, listen, the reality is yeah, goals tell stories, yeah, and goals is what you judge a man on who's a striker. The reality is, no one's coming close to that guy's record, not even Henry. Henry can't even see it, even with glasses on. He can't even see the
Shearer
record.
played in the Premiership.
Oh my word.
Shearer
It doesn't
played
matter. He
in
still
the
has the
Premiership
record.
from 1990, from it started, yeah, until
So what?
2006.
But he
yeah?
still has the record.
How many years is
Well,
that?
so
Anyone
that proves consistency.
How many years?
That proves consistency. You don't realise that.
How many years?
That proves consistency.
Listen,
No respect.
now let me
No
say my
respect.
piece. Now let me
You
say
have
my
no
piece.
respect. You
Let me
don't
say my
understand
piece.
football.
No, let me
You
say
don't
my
understand
piece.
football.
Mate.
And he's the hammer.
First of all,
That's why he's the hammer.
Wait, listen.
Full of shit.
Listen, yeah.
But Alan Shearer.
Alan
Shearer.
Shearer.
And it's the greatest striker you've ever seen in the UK.
Newcastle.
Greatest
Hand
striker
roll.
you've
Hand
ever seen in
roll,
the
blood.
UK.
Shearer
Fact.
was talking nonsense when he said
Holy
Sanchez.
shit.
He was.
That was
I agree with
nonsense,
that.
yeah.
How dare you?
He was.
And now you're doing the
Yeah.
same thing
No, I'm
by
not.
saying he's not
You
a
are.
Shearer
World
not
Cup
class.
thing.
He's the greatest
Shearer
striker
is
you've
not
ever
world
seen
class.
in
Man, no,
the
the team.
UK. You've never seen a
This
great
is the
striker in
people's
the UK.
champion.
Do you not understand that?
This is the people's champion.
Do you not
Tell him
understand
to allow
that?
it.
This
Tell him
mug.
to allow it. Tell him to allow it. 'Cause
This
you know,
mug.
you're better than
Do you not understand that?
He's
Listen,
not world class.
listen. You
I
know
understand your
what?
man. No, I understand your man.
He is not world
But for
class.
the people,
Aye.
this is the
Alan
people's
Shearer for
champion.
me is not world class.
Talk to him.
And you know why I don't like him as well?
By his game,
Because
he's
my
bad.
mother never liked Alan Shearer. Yeah?
Oh,
Don't
wow.
like his blood clot.
Look at
Yeah?
emotion.
Don't like him blood clot.
Let me say
yeah?
something. Man United fans, yeah, you know, we don't even need to say why. Apparently, we don't like Alan Shearer. We've got many reasons why.
Turn him down.
Apparently, but the fact is, I'm still real to the point.
He's not
I go by facts, as you know, guys, and the fact is,
Batistuta is
tell
world
me,
class.
no,
Yeah?
you,
Real Ronaldo is world
you
class.
failed to answer the question.
That is world class.
Tell me another
Shearer
striker
is a
in the
top,
Premier League.
top. I don't care about goals, Akeem Black. Yeah? For me,
How do you not care about goals?
Alright,
That's what
for me,
striking
guys,
at goals for.
guys, let us know.
You're not a world class player because you scored a lot of goals, Black. Be real with yourself now, yeah?
Of course
You're
you
real
are.
with
What are you
yourself
talking
now,
about?
Alright, listen,
What are you on about? What are you on about?
Chill.
Be real with yourself.
I feel like
Leave
crying.
it to the people. People, let us know what you think. Welcome to the Corner, and this is the section of the show where we read out your comments. That's why it's important to comment, all right? Because every week we will be reading out the best comments, all right? All right, this week we're going to start off with LOL, swear on the 1st o'clock troops drank the other youth's water, ham roll. First of all, I'm not going to lie, I drank your juice.
I
yeah.
like-
But that was your fault though, because
I know, 'cause of
you
the
picked it
bottles.
up. Yeah, he was doing a demonstration with the bottles, and as you've picked up, you switched it when you put it back down. So I've picked the one that's closest to me.
That's a minor anyway, man.
Yeah, it's
no,
a minor.
No homo, you get me?
Yeah.
That's
We're
why I keep
cleaning
holding
the
my
team,
water,
yeah.
boy.
You get me? So you're a ham
Nah,
roll.
yeah, innit? Stop watching
You're a
man's
ham
drinks.
roll.
And talk football.
Why you
Man,
breathing
talk
the thing so
football,
much,
innit?
blood?
And that's from Dom Gomez.
Man's pre in the bottle, blood.
Gomez, talk football.
Pre the show, blood. Man's pre in the bottle.
Alright, Sean Mupambo says,
Big up.
big up. I love that, fam. The African guy, fam.
Alright.
Sean Mupambo, Troops is chatting crud about Sanchez has surpassed Aguero. Get out of here. What has Wenger got you drinking over at the library you call a stadium? Delusional. What are you going to say to your boy Sean Mupambo?
Number one, you're a ham roll. Yeah, let's just get that out there. Number two, you probably never been to a game in your life. Yeah.
Let's shoot and go to the games.
Yeah. And number three, rude boy. Sanchez has surpassed Aguero, yeah? It's done.
Alright, cool. We had Luke Ade, who also says Mourinho makes up too much crap about United being unlucky. Nah, they're just dead now and overspent on some players.
Yeah. Well, my answer to that is
Comment of the fucking corner. Pardon me,
Luke,
comment of the corner.
B. Luke. You don't even know what you're talking about. You're not even putting a sentence together properly.
What's
Go
his
to
second
sleep.
name?
Go to sleep. It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. Luke.
We got better
Luke,
African man.
Luke,
It ain't
Luke Skywalker, doesn't matter what your name is.
No.
I don't care if you're from Star Wars, yeah? You're talking rubbish. Yeah? Shut up, go home, start watching real Man United that's going to be coming through in the next couple of weeks, and you'll realise, oh, I'm so sorry I wrote that comment. Yeah?
Luke, I agree
You can
with
apologise to us in the comments below
I agree with you,
this
fam.
time,
I
yeah?
agree with
cool.
you, blood. He talks bare crowd, fam.
Alright, cool. And that is the Corner. Make sure you leave a comment on all of our topics and then we'll read them out next time. Next show.
After Christmas.
Sometime.
If we won.
30 goals from the midfield. What? For once. I agree with that. Not even Lampard. Yeah, if you heard that. Frank. Replay that. Yeah, we murdered it. 3 blood clot nil. Yeah, don't forget that. Yeah, first half, light work.
Would you agree that Chelsea are, playing some of the best football in the
Follow
league? They
Cheeky
did slap
Sport on
around
YouTube
City.
at Cheeky Sport.